Well, hi guys, thank you so much for joining us today. And here at Amscan HQ, we've been Nabas members for quite some time, but for those who haven't met you before or know much about Nabas, would you like to introduce yourselves?
I'm Victoria and I'm currently the chair of Nabas.
And I'm Claire and I'm currently the training lead on the Nabas committee. And I've been with Nabas since I started in the industry for nearly 20 years.
Wow. And I've been doing it for 18 years and I joined about 17 years ago.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah. We're in really good hands today then. And in a snapshot, what is Nabas and where did it kind of grow from and why is it important to industry members?
So Nabas is hugely important within the balloon industry. It was created about 36 years ago 36. And it's always been set up to be an independent trade association. So we welcome everybody who wants to join us from the party industry. We've got manufacturers, wholesalers, decorators,
all
printers,
retailers,
lots of party,
face painters, all kind of people. Anyone involved in the industry is welcome in Nabas.
So, but our priority is making sure that we are open to everybody. So we're independent. We don't have specific ties with certain people, and we're just keen to represent the whole industry, provide a voice for the industry, and we're keen to really support our members in any way that we can to help them build their business and sort of get through tricky times and just build a community. That's something that we're really proud of, is almost like a family feel, isn't it?
And
People
it's
build
member owned as well. It is a member owned association, so everyone on the committee is a member and is voluntary.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So how did you first get involved within the committee then? Are we recent times or have you been involved in the committee for a long time?
So I've been doing it, how long have I been on the committee? It seems like forever. I've been on it a couple of years now.
Okay, cool.
And originally, George and Paula at this point were asking for people to come forward, and I don't think they had that many people, members put their names in, and one day I just said, and I spoke to Kirsten who is also on the committee, and said she'd left at this point, and I said we should go back on, you should go back on and I'll come on. And so we just happened, they did a Zoom for anybody that was interested, any member that wanted to have no more information could just come on and to this Zoom and chat, and so we ended up going on to the Zoom and we were like, we'll go on. And I love people and I love the industry, and it just seemed the right thing to do really. And I enjoy it.
Good.
So I've been on the committee probably about a year.
Okay.
And I stepped on to take the sort of lead of training. So we've obviously got our own in-house training team, our network of instructors that cover the UK. So I kind of coordinate the work that we do, make sure that we're all working to the same level. Where we've got new instructors that we want to bring on, then we put them through an assessment process, so we run that as well. So that's kind of my remit on the committee.
Fantastic.
And what would you say the key aims and values are of Nabas that make it so appealing to industry members, or for example, if there's people watching that aren't members of Nabas yet? And,
I think because it's got that family kind of feel to it. The Facebook group is quite family. When we do any kind of event, there's like a social element to it as well. I think that really helps. That we're just normal people. We're both balloon artists that are on the committee, and because we love what we do and we want everybody to succeed in the industry. I think that's what's important. The important message is it is for the members.
So it's kind of by the people for the people almost, and that's what's given you that kind of 360
run by the members for members, and it's a not-for-profit association, so we're not out to make money. All the money that we have in the bank account belongs to the members, and it's up to us to really responsibly look after that money and invest it in the events and like member benefits and things like that. Everything we try and do and we talk about, we think, well, it's all the money belongs to the members. They're paying for their membership, and we want them to get the best. Like, we look at it in the perspective that if I wasn't on the committee and I was a member, if I, what would I like to see next? We kind of look at it from that way, and I think that works quite well. And I think it's a family feel about it really. It's just because it's for the members. It's non-for-profit. I think that's what makes us who we are really. And that we're independent. That's really important to us.
And you just mentioned there when a member signs up there's benefits. So what are those benefits of signing up, just in case there are people that are watching this thinking, okay, so I kind of know a little bit now what it's about, but what do I gain from becoming a member at Nabas?
Obviously got really good insurance for the industry, really good, and you can actually go to the insurance and get extra insurance added on, like I have like a bolt-on insurance for my shop, for instance, and you obviously get really good insurance. There's so many benefits, isn't there? Even on the back end, the members area of the website, there's loads of things that you can use for social media. There's like little tuition classes, there's how to do job costing, there's the group as well, the Facebook group. If you ask a question on there, somebody will answer, most likely the members. Somebody always comes in and says, oh, you know, you could try this, and there's loads of benefits, isn't there? And we're always looking at new benefits as well.
Just going back to insurance, I would also say that obviously as part of our standard insurance, our standard membership, we include the insurance. But we're also aware that, you know, we get people coming into the industry who are set up in another industry who already have insurance that would theoretically cover them for balloons. So we can still offer people membership to get hold of all those benefits, but without the insurance if they become an associate member. So that's really important, that we make sure
different options
there is,
because you can't have two insurance policies running at the same time, because they can effectively cancel each other out, and we don't want anyone to be in that position. But we want to make our benefits accessible to as many people as possible. So we've got things like our logo that we let people use on their advertising, because that then adds credibility to that member when
and to the association too.
For sure. We've got things like AA cover on the website. Excuse me, members can sort of create their own profiles. So if people go on the website really looking for them, it's almost like it's not a mini website, but it's their sort of profile, and people can find them from there.
Oh, okay, so like a directory.
Yeah, that does work as well, because you do get messages come through and that people have found you, and you often find that if you're doing a job, say if I'm doing a job and it's in 4 places in the country, I think, well, I'll go to the Nabas directory and I'll be able to pop a postcode in, and I'll be able to find the nearest Nabas member that can probably help me out with the job, and that works. A lot of Nabas members do use other Nabas members to do work for them in different areas, so it does work quite well, doesn't it, really?
Yeah.
So we're a member as a manufacturer, and you mentioned there's some members who are retailers as well, and I believe there's some benefits associated to some of those, right?
So we've got benefits where we've got manufacturers and wholesalers on board with us. Some of them very kindly offer our members supplier discounts. So on the website, in the members area, we've got a section where we list all our manufacturer and wholesaler members who have a discount, and we've got the discount codes there, and you know, any terms around that, and that again is another really popular benefit.
We also have the magazine as well, and the magazine goes out every quarter, and very kindly some of the manufacturers and wholesalers, they sponsor the competition every quarter and donate a prize to whoever wins it, and that's really popular as well. And obviously they get the advertising in the magazine, and you know, there's the offers that they run in and stuff that goes in there. It's really popular. The magazine's really good as well, isn't it?
And
really
all
great.
members can get some exposure from that. So if we've got, even if you've got new starters who have made something, had a job that they're really proud of, if they want to send photos in and have it featured, we love that.
There's always that big montage of what's been happening over the quarter and people's best works.
It's really nice when somebody gets a magazine and then they put it on their Instagram story and say, oh my God, I'm in here, and they've got their picture in there, and it is really nice because we like to have as many pictures as possible. So we always actively encourage people to send their photos or tag us in on social media.
Where would people tag you or send
they tag us in on Instagram.
On your Instagram
we've got like a hashtag Nabas UK, and that comes through to us, and we can share it on stories and on our feed, and then they can email the office with if they've got something they're really proud of, or they would really like it to be featured in the magazine, they can just email the office, and you know.
And is that email address on the website where people can find that?
Yeah.
Great. And we might put it.
Yeah, we'll put it somewhere.
I think it's info@nabas.co.uk.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Excellent. So you mentioned about your training days. Did you want to talk a little bit more about those, you know, the different levels they might cover, or how I would find out to take part in one of those and things like that, just for people that might be interested in taking part?
So in terms of training, obviously we do face-to-face training with our team of instructors around the UK. So we do level 1s, level 2s, and a variety of approved courses which are slightly more specialised, so we'll sort of target specific areas that people are interested in. We then also put on events that are for members as a whole, and probably the best example that we've done of that recently was at our training day in March, I think, where we included the AGM. The AGM comes at lunchtime, and then we sandwich it between great big day of training, which was fantastic. And this year we did it on the theme of the coronation. So delegates came, and we did a 6-foot 2D crown, we had a throne, we had a massive Union Jack wall, we had organic work around some light up letters, we had some sellable table centres. People came, they were networking, having a great time, the feedback was amazing, but the best bit was afterwards. We could then see members were posting work where they'd taken those ideas and run with them themselves and used them for their own coronation, sales and celebrations and stuff. And that's what we really want, is to be able to inspire people and have the confidence to then go forward and actually create these designs going forward. So they are good.
The training day isn't just for members either. If you're not a member, you can still come to the training day as well. Great. So it is open to everybody. It's not just Nabas members. And it's really good because it's such a social kind of activity. It's really good fun. We had Bloke with Bex this year as well she did the organic display over the light up letters, and it was great fun, wasn't it? As well, if you go to the training day, you're not obliged to stay with one person and say learn how to do the wall. You can kind of move, because I know like some people did the throne for the morning, then they moved over to the wall, and you can kind of move around. And
so there's lots of different skills and techniques you'll learn throughout the day attending one of these sessions.
And you can pick the ones that you think actually that would be useful, but I'm not so fussed about that, so I'll go and then look at that. And
so you can hone that in on what you're looking to develop, maybe.
But then obviously at the end of the day we did it as if it was like a big photo area, didn't we? We lined them all up and we could all sit on the throne, and I was queen for a short period of time. And
send you the photo.
I have got a photo of me as queen. It was really, really good fun, and we lined them all up, and everyone can get as many pictures as they want. And we've got like a bit of a mascot giant teddy bear that we take around to our events, and he was in the throne, and it's
I think
great.
We saw him in the swing at Spring Fair.
It was great fun. All the days we do are really great fun, and we advertise them on like social media and in our group and in the open Facebook group and things like that as well. So
okay, great. So that's where to find that information if you're thinking about
it's also on the website. It's always on the website. There's like a page on the website of anything that we've got upcoming, any events.
Fantastic. And talking of events, obviously last week we saw the announcement about the postponement of PiE. So we just wondered if you wanted to share a little bit more on that for everybody, as it's a hot topic of conversation.
Okay. So the reason we looked at PiE, it was not an easy decision.
These decisions never are.
I mean, as it stands, Nabas are in a good financial position for the members, but we looked at it, and with the recent Bank of England announcement with the mortgage rate rises, we just felt that it was the responsible thing to do to look after the members, really, because we wanted every member to have the opportunity to be able to get a ticket to come to such a wonderful event. So it made more sense that we postpone it, and in the meantime we've got a really good new member benefit which is free coming in September. We'll talk about that in a moment, and it just felt the right thing to do, because we've had it's not just our industry that's going to be affected by it, it's all over, but we're just trying to look after the members really and give everybody equal opportunity, because if some people's mortgages are going to rise, if they're not fixed in, we need to be looking out for all of them, really.
Just mindful of what that means.
Would you agree? It was not an easy decision, because obviously we'd already got manufacturers and stuff on board, and we're obviously having to ask them if they can hold it for a little bit longer, and it seems the right thing to do in the current way of the country.
For those that don't know what PiE is, it's a big 3-day event where we have sort of like a big construction day on the first day, we have a gala dinner, and then we have 2 days of back-to-back training, so people can go in and out. So it's a massive event, it's a massive opportunity to learn, but it's also a massive event to network, and that's why I think we're so keen that people get the chance to come, because there is just so much value that comes from that. We won't
actually tell you too much, but we'd got an amazing theme and everything for it. It was actually really, really good, but obviously you'll have to wait now.
Keep that under wraps.
It's under wraps.
Another year.
So exciting, but
and they are such fun events. You're exactly right. And as you say, to have as many of the members there as possible is the right thing to do. And I think it's the right decision. So put it in your diary, ready for 2025.
Start saving, get a saving plan in line with what you can afford as you go as well.
You've got longer to pay for it, so it makes the payments small. It means that everybody can have the opportunity to come.
I think it was a really strong move. Yeah.
It was a tough call because obviously we enjoy it so much and we're really looking forward to it, and we obviously know what the theme is and we were really looking forward to announcing it all, but it was the right decision for the members really, for everybody involved, and it is a member association as well, so we do need to look at it as a bigger picture.
Yeah, absolutely. So you said there's something coming. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
There is. There's something really exciting coming, and it was actually announced at Spring Fair, and it's an online convention. So it is, how many hours is it? It's
about 6 or
and we worked in school hours, so the first one is in September and it's Halloween themed. Every convention's got 2 manufacturers and a Nabas instructor, and it is free for our members, and they can come onto Zoom and have some amazing training that they can watch in their own home for free. So that's going to be ran quarterly, and the first one is Halloween themed. So Claire, you might be able to tell us a bit more in the training side about it, because it's amazing, isn't it? It's a very exciting thing for us to do, and it's a new benefit that we can bring out. And what with PiE being held, it's brilliant, because by then there'll have been a number of these conventions in place, and we've already got the next one lined up as well I won't tell you obviously the theme of that, but it's very exciting, and it's already had a bit of interest registered for that, and it's great to get the manufacturers on board and obviously the instructors doing things as well. It's a brilliant new benefit for the members. We're really excited about it.
And the fact that, given we're in the current economic climate, I mean, balloons traditionally are fairly resilient in a sort of recession period, but we're conscious that obviously things are tight for everybody, and if we can give them additional sellable designs or tips and techniques that they then think, well, I can take that and do something with that, just adds to their portfolio, so that they can be seen to be offering more to their customers, whether they can then put stuff at different price points depending on the level of complexity they put in it, so that they're then appealing to a wider range of customers. So that's what it's all about, making sure that people haven't got to pay for access to getting some great seasonal designs to help support their business.
Yeah, really excited about it. I'm really excited.
And that will just be on the website to sign up there, or
you can sign up through on the website. You can email the office for the link. It's on like social media as well.
Great.
We are excited. So people can register their interest, and then they'll get the link to join on for that day. It's really exciting. I mean, obviously we already do the lunch and learn. That was a new thing that we put in, and that's all based around the business and how to run your business, and that's been really good. We do that on the first Monday of every month, and actually in the members area, if you're not able to make it on, you can actually go onto the members area and watch that later as well. So that's really good. Because we've done like Instagram, we've covered like Google Business. There's a few things
we've done automating your digital marketing. We've got an accountant lined up. Google reviews.
It's really
helpful stuff that you wouldn't necessarily think about.
That's really important, because a lot of people think about the balloon side of it, but actually there is that business element.
Yes, it's like having that mindset that can switch between creativity and more analytical, which not everybody has that stance to juggle those two things.
And when we do our level 1 classes, there is a large proportion which is around the balloons and the products you're working with and what you do with them, but equally we have stuff that's around pricing, that's around marketing, it's around risk assessments, around health and safety, because that is just as important. If you're not pricing right, your business is never going to really get off the ground. So we want to make sure that we're offering all that.
Sometimes that can take up a lot more time than the balloons themselves.
For sure.
Absolutely. So it's really
especially
important.
when it comes to like social media and things. It's quite nice to have somebody come on who's a specialist in a certain area and say, look, this is what you can do to like boost your social media, or if you want to get more star ratings on Google. It's really interesting, and they tell you things that actually you probably wouldn't have known without them, but because they specialise in that, it's really good for your business points as well. It's really, really good.
Great.
That's good. Well, we're really disappointed that we can't be involved in that September date, but I know when the next one is. I'm already excited about the next one.
We are.
So we will be at the next one, and like we said, really looking forward to it. And we just thank you for having us as part of that team. Really, it's great.
And we're always more than happy to work with you.
That's
we're always grateful for your support as well as an association. So
the more we all work together, the stronger the industry becomes, and the better place it is to be. So
Indeed.
So, wrapping things up a little bit, 3 things why people should be members of Nabas.
We're pretty cool. That
sounds like a wasted point.
That's not point of the one.
We're pretty cool.
yeah. No, that's not my point. But we are. That was just
I think
me
Vicky might
saying.
need 5 points.
Can I have number 1?
You have number 1. Go on.
Outstanding industry insurance and
Yeah.
the fact that we offer membership even if you don't need our insurance but you want to join our family.
Yes.
That for me is hands down.
Okay, I'll do number 2, and it's not the cool one. I will say we are member owned. We are non-for-profit, member owned. We are for the members, owned by the members. So that is definitely one of the biggest points that everybody involved, everybody who's part of Nabas owns Nabas. So that's one of the most points I could put across, as well as it's been super cool.
That's good.
Yeah.
And for the third, I would say the range of benefits, because the benefits that we offer are so wide ranging. There's a benefit there for everybody, and multiple if you want to get involved and use them all. So yeah.
I'm going to stick up a number 4, and that for me is the community. So I've been involved in some PiE events, and I love that community feel, and those Facebook groups, how supportive members are of other members, for me is also fantastic. So you've got your 3, but I'm giving you a number 4.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you ever so much for your time.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Cheers.
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 Fantastic.
I actually drank some of my tea halfway through. Was that okay? Or?